You're investigating this fire scene and you've completed your exterior examination of the structure. You've documented the building construction, you've documented the points of entry, you've documented the area where the fire department attacked the fire, you've documented the utilities, and you've begun your interior examination of the scene. That examination has moved you from the areas of little to no fire damage to the area where the majority of the fire damage is concentrated in the structure. That's in the room where we are now. As you begin to do the origin and cause investigation in this fire room, you start to uncover a tremendous amount of items which hold potential evidentiary value in the furtherance of this case should it be determined to be an incendiary fire. What do you do with those items? Do you know how to package them? Do you know how to label them? Do you have procedures and protocols in place to secure the evidence properly, to enforce a proper chain of custody so that should the case be brought to a criminal prosecution, the evidence that you retrieve isn't thrown out of court because you took it improperly or you took it from an area that you didn't have a legal place to be? Let's look at some of the items of evidence that you would need to recover from this fire scene. In the corner on top of the table is a candle. The candle is covered with a cotton clothesline. Looking at the candle and the cotton clothesline, there's an odor similar and distinct to gasoline that permeates the area coming off of the clothesline. The clothesline needs to be secured in a clean, unused, unlined metal paint can. Enough of the clothesline needs to be secured so that the examination conducted by the laboratory can pick up the presence of any volatiles that are added into the substance to act as an accelerant. Before you secure this sample, make sure that you photograph the area and make sure you take detailed and comprehensive measurements that are on your scene diagram. You can reconstruct the exact location where this material was taken. Don't take evidence from more than one area and put it in the same evidence container. If you're going to secure evidence from a second portion of the room, let's say the clothesline from the other corner end table that's draped over the basket, that evidence needs to be secured and placed in a new, clean, unused, unlined metal container separately. All of the evidence can't be gathered in a singular sample and clumped together and submitted as one. Again, whatever evidence you take from this area also needs to be photographed. It needs to be measured before you take it, and those measurements needs to be transposed onto your scene diagram. Any natural or accidental sources of ignition that are present in the area where you take the evidence from, such as the wall outlet on the side below the table, need to be examined, they need to be documented, and they need to be measured and referenced on your scene diagram. As you secure the evidence from this area, if at all possible, you're going to want to obtain control samples. If material is found in the area that is unburned, secure that as a control sample, put it in the same type of container, label it with the same information, initial and seal the can to show that the can hasn't been tampered with. As you conduct your origin and cause investigation into a fire such as this, which is clearly an incendiary fire, evidence becomes a major point in the furtherance of the investigation and the subsequent prosecution of the actors involved in starting the fire if they're caught. Don't let evidence become the weak link in your chain and in your processing of this fire scene. Take time, take effort, follow proper procedures, secure the evidence correctly, handle the evidence correctly, and that will lead you to a successful criminal prosecution of the person responsible for the setting of the fire. I'm Buddy Kales. Thanks for watching.